Welcome to today's edition of the P&B Sports Show. I'm your host, Abel Sunday. The Nigerian Basketball Premier League Final 8 has officially concluded, marking the end of a highly competitive phase that showcased quality performances and strong team character. Attention now turns to the Final 4, where the stakes are higher and the pursuit of the championship intensified. We also look ahead to the much anticipated commencement of the National Division 1, a pivotal platform for emerging talent and an important component of the nation's basketball development pathway. To provide clarity, insight, and a comprehensive overview of what fans and stakeholders should expect, we are joined virtually from Akure by Adebowale Oluseyi, creative lead at the Nigerian Basketball Federation, and also from Wari Mudiaga Oyubo. This promises to be an informative and engaging discussion. Grab your teacup because P&B Sports start now. It's the P&B Sports Show, reaching you live from the nation's capital. And I've been joined by Sheyi, the creative lead of the Nigerian Basketball Federation. Sheyi, good morning, and how is Akure this morning?
Good morning, Akure is fine, thank you. And we are preparing for National Division 1, and everything is almost set for Akure. So
fantastic.
You're all welcome to Akure.
Fantastic. And also, we have been joined from all the way from the Oyo City, Mudiaga, one of basketball sports. And in fact, if you see this guy, you have seen basketball. Should I say, his surname should be longevity, because Mudiaga have played basketball for over 3 decades, and he's still very strong till now. Mudiaga, how are you, and how is Wari this morning?
I'm fine. He's very fine.
Thank you. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let me go over to you, Sheyi. Sheyi, Final 8 was explosive. I don't know what happened to NBBF this time. Is it because of the cry of the last outing that everybody was saying, it's just 2 weeks, so it's 2 weeks that they used to it's 2 weeks that they used to play the Nigerian Basketball League. If you recall last year, everybody was shouting, why wouldn't you just use 2 weeks to play the Nations League? But this year we saw something different. Sheyi, I don't know, just put us through and give us a clarity. What really happened this time around?
Okay, thank you, sir. This year we actually understand, we actually saw so many criticism from last year, and the FBB realized that we have to expand the league and to make the players play more. So they actually said, okay, let's see what we can do. They draft a new proposal of the league, a new league structure, and okay, this will work. And we realized that from the league, you can actually get some money to run the league too, even though we don't really have sponsors for now. So that is actually what happened.
Okay, perfect. Mudiaga, let me go over to you. We saw, before now, for the past 2 seasons, before now, we always know, just one name is always on the lips of everybody, every basketball fans in Nigeria. River Hoopers. As the league is starting, we know that this River Hoopers is going to win the league. There's no 2 ways about it. And to even buttress my point more, you will see they've not lost any of their league game for the past 2 seasons. That is since 2023, 2024, and till this time, until this season when they handed their first defeat by Lagos Legends. Can you now say that there's an improvement in the Nigerian Basketball League this season? Because you could see that it could go anywhere. Either Lagos Legends can pick it, Boko City Chiefs can pick it, and even the underdog that they are looking at now, Custom, that are also in the Final 4. Beyond every doubt, they put themselves there. So, Mudiaga, I want to get your own thoughts about that.
Okay, for us to say the Nigerian basketball community and NBA, we have to thank the Royal Basketball, because for a very long time, it's not just about to play. Royal Basketball has actually taken it very serious. They've been brand. When ES responsible, Royal Basketball are always on the back. They always taking things seriously in terms of their acquisition and their marketing and branding. It carried on. And so what we saw since the ball came into Africa is that Uber took it seriously. They took that business. It's not just let's go play basketball and let's see how it happens. They went out there, they recruited players, brought professionals, and you can see it. You go to their YouTube page, you go to their Twitter page, you see their preparation, they do friendlies, they go on. They travel around the country and prepare for this 1 or 2 weeks. You call it league, I think call it tournament. With all due respect. But so, I think what other teams saw was like, we have to be really, really serious. Because when they saw what they saw in town, go there, go to all the saw improvement. You could see that people like City Chiefs, now, and Lagos Legends as the branded, and Customs, and the other things are really, So they now know that this is serious business. They can't have this welfare from the NBBF that NBBF has, give us subsidy or sponsor or something. So you see teams that going out of the way to create a brand, and it's not thanks to the Rivers once. So I think that's what you're saying now, because you could see teams like which is recruited players from abroad and even Lagos Legends and other teams. So it's all thanks to the good part at the end of the day.
Okay, let me come back to you, Shay. Shay, I think kudos. I think we will have to give Upas all the credit for being a very good host, because I don't think any other team, sorry to say, I don't think any other team would have hosted the final 8 the way Upas have done, because we could see the first and foremost the indoor was superb, and one sport did the broadcast, and of course one sport TV did the broadcast, and it was so smooth. I really enjoyed the broadcast this time around. I think can we give Upas the kudos? I don't know if you agree with what I just said.
Yeah, I agree to what you just.
Are you there with me? Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, you should give kudos to Upas for giving us a very beautiful basket house and hosting. From onset, they are actually ready from since last year. Immediately we finished last year, they started working on, and they actually said we are going to give you a standard that nobody in Nigeria is going to be able to beat in a long while, and which we have actually said in final. But I'm going to promise you, for the final 4, we're going to see something. We call it something different. It's going to be something different. So the whole world should be expecting something different. The teams are ready. Presently, nobody can predict anybody that can win the final 4 presently, that I'm saying, because it is going to be intense. And without preparation, we, the MBBF2 and the Rivers Supers, we are actually ready to give you good officiating, good basketball, good atmosphere, and we'll see Nigerian basketball and we're like, oh, this is actually quality, and this is what we actually want to be seeing every time. And even it will help any other person that wants to host Final 4, Final 8 in the future, that this is standard and we cannot go beyond the standard.
Okay, before I come back to you, Mudiaga, let me still stay with Shay. Shay, do you think I just wanted to, like, I'm curious. I want to know what we should expect in the final 4. Of course, you told me before off camera that we'll be having some people that DSTV that will be coming to broadcast it live, of course. So I just wanted to put some small give us some small information about what is going to happen, or what we are going to expect in the final 4 in terms of entertainment, in terms of the gameplay. What have you just what did NBA, what is the package? Just give us some small insight. What is the package like?
Okay, presently we are working on a lot of projects now for the final 4. We have an e-magazine and we are going to print some. We have an e-magazine that from the final to the final 4, where in the e-magazine you'll see the fixtures, you see the players' profiles, you see the player statistics and the team statistics. You'll see message from the Rivers State government to welcome everybody. It's going to be a full package magazine. Then we have the final 4 t-shirts, where we have for each teams. Everybody can rep. You can rep Boko City with a t-shirt, you can rep Rivers Super with a t-shirt, you can rep Costa with a t-shirt, you can rep. We have different t-shirts for the 4 teams. Anybody you can just pick and buy at the venue. We have discounts, we have souvenirs. So we're going to run the Final Four as a real championship. Like, this is a championship, this is what we deserve in Nigeria. It's going to be free. We are not giving tickets. It's going to be free, but entertainment-wise, last year we had cultural displays, and this year we're going to have something like that. The River State's government are really, really massive in supporting and going out to support the basketball community in Nigeria. They are bringing in musicians, artists, dancers. It's going to be a very fun time to be in Port Harcourt for the Final Four. If you can be in Port Harcourt, I would not want you to miss any part of it. But if you cannot miss it, we have the DSTV coming in, and we have One Sport TV as well. If you are not capable, you can actually watch it on YouTube the same way so we are going to give 2 different packages for our viewers home and abroad. So it's going to be a very full package event, and I don't want anybody in Nigeria or outside Nigeria to miss it for one day. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, let me come back to you, Mudiaga. Mudiaga, you've seen what the package and what Cheya have said, preparation for the Final Four. From your own angle, what do you think the NBA should be doing better? Or what are the lacunas you see that they could just try and see how they could somehow, should I say, the lacuna they should fill or correct? What is that thing you feel the NBA should do better?
Okay, well, before I go further, close to the NBS, I want to say what he said. I don't bring what he said and what we just witnessed. Kudos to him. I think it's that step in the right direction. This direction the NBA should take time, which I think there are still many years behind, but it's never too late to correct your wrongs. That's for that. Now, going forward, like I said earlier, I think I was very interested about it's called a league for a reason. They will have tournaments and league, I still feel it's a tournament for free. You understand? So going forward, the NBA should, as a matter of planning and strategizing, we bring the league forward. It's called a league, because the league has its ups and downs, emotions, highs and lows, games. Because there's a different aspect with league. And I was fortunate, I think, when the SC was sponsoring the league before then, I think I played the league, we scored good games. And those things add to the totality of the league. Going to other schools, arena, handle the pressure, road trips, parties. It makes coaching interesting. Who do I race? Who do I carry along? You don't just, yes, you understand this format here, when it started in the NBA because of COVID. So from now, I think for next season, the NBA should focus on that pattern. And then the idea of you see, like I said earlier, kudos to the Uber because they're always taking it serious. I think this should be a time for betting. Teams that should be in the league should be prepared. It's not the welfare thing. I understand the MBBF and their shortcuts, but also the teams too. It should be a minimum standard. It's not just an organization and say you'll be promoted to the league. No. It should be a standard on how you can present yourself. You understand? So for that, because you have to have, the teams that are going to be in the league should have an arena. People should come and watch games, because at the end of the day, it's not fair. Yes, as much as I think the program fans were playing their own ground, so there's no advantage already for them. But like the MT, we see the MT on the league, sometimes it's one where we come at the end of the day, majority of the fans, because they have to put in trouble. I would like to watch it, so it means that it's good for it. So at least, both fans, the Lagos Legends fan, I see is here. Knowing the transition code, well, shout to that code, at least if you balance that a bit, home and away game, it's going to make it fair. So I think they need to really work on that. And then bring more sponsors around. Be creative. Let me make an example now. If you go to the NBBF Instagram page, you don't see anything about the final. It's just no information. The last one you see was about the basketball female league. And that's what you need to do. Coupons. When you don't even need to watch coupons before the party. They give you they give you on Twitter lifestyle goals and updates. These are things the NBA need to work on. Why not share it here in the creative league? So these are things they really need to work on. So believe in the digital world, Gen Z age. They need to stream this in life. Understand what Sport TV is doing their own, but they need to do their own thing.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I think this is an open discussion. Thank God Shay is here, and I believe Shay will want to reply to that, right, Shay?
Yes, I can reply.
Okay, you can let me give you that for reply, and you can reply to that those faults that Moody has pointed out. You can reply to it. You can go on, sir.
Yes, Mr. Mojaga, thank you very for observing and following us usually on our social media pages. Presently, we are having issues with our media pages. We actually so we are even trying to revamp and try to build a new platform. Yeah, people might say it's late or something but I will not lie to you. The present one we are using is not from the secretariat. We don't have access to it, so we still have to send message to someone to help us post. But right now, before the final four, we are going to have a new page where we are going to start afresh to start posting that, because most of the critics we do it and we see it on other pages and we don't have it on our own page. It's always painful to me, especially being the creative person doing it, that I don't see what we are putting out on our own page. So that's why we want to revamp and start afresh. So we send a new Facebook and Instagram and X page out very before the final four. We are launching the magazine tomorrow, so we'll be launching as well a new website, a new social media pages for all this before the final four. Because we want everything, all the packages to be on our website, to be on our Facebook page, on our Instagram pages as well. So, and secondly, we'll talk about the league. Yes, bros. There's something I realized when I started working with them as a creative. It was a president cup when we started, when I came on board, and eventually the team in the Premier League. So it has been the former pattern of the president cup they still be using for the league as well. But presently in Nigeria, we don't even have teams. Teams does not even have teams to play leagues themselves. I can count the number of teams that are in the Premier League that don't have teams, personal teams that we can actually call their homes. I can call the teams that they don't have equipment like scoreboard, shot clock, game clock. Most of the times we always find around, like, if we have like 5 competitions at once, we cannot have equipment for the 5 competitions in Nigeria. That's how bad it is. Because everybody is opening everywhere, but most of the teams are not investing in their properties, so they are not investing in their brand. So they have to. Okay, we're a Premier League team. We have to have this equipment. We have to have this equipment. We have to have this equipment on our ground. In case they bring the game to our place, we should be able to be ready. But that is the situation we find ourselves. We have to still carry the same chocolate from Abuja, and we have to carry a chocolate from Abuja to Akure, to Ibadan, to Lagos. That is how we travel with our own equipment. But as many teams, they know we're a Premier League club. We have a team. We have our equipment. Teams we can actually host any game in anywhere. So far you're in the Premier League. And you can actually have it from home and away format. But with the shortcomings we have, we don't even have equipment. So how can we play home and away when you know we have to buy 16 equipment too, because these people were not have, these people are not have. That is another shortcoming. Then lastly, I want to talk about the players' branding soon. Nigerian players, they don't see basketball as a job. They see it as fun. Yes, they see every BF has frustrated everybody by not giving us a proper league. But you as a person, make this basketball as a job. Because if you go to school, yes, you go to school from primary 1 to primary 6, JSS 1 to JSS 3, then you graduate. That is when you start a job. Your training section is supposed to be, you are supposed to start basketball early, then you play Division 1, Division 2, when you might not even play Division 1 before you go to, if you are going to play the Premier League. That is step. But Nigeria these days, from Milo, we just we want to play league. You have to take basketball as a job, like, okay, this is my job, this is what I do for a living, this is what pays me. And the teams also, I was asking a team owner recently, I said, can you as a team owner, can you collect the salary you pay your staff and your players, even though you gather them in a week or 2 weeks before the league, can you pay them the same, can you collect the same amount you pay your players? Because one, there's no contract, there's nothing, you just call them together 2 weeks, you want to play league from you, that's all. But very soon, we're having a portal. So from the portal, you have to register your players ahead, like almost 3 months before the league even starts. So you have to register, you have to do your screening early. So all the players from Division 1, 2, Division 1, Premier League will all be sorted before the league starts.
Okay.
I hope I've answered.
Okay.
Mr. Mudiaga, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that insightful reply. Mudia, I want to believe that you are satisfied with what he just said now, right, Mudiaga?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move to quickly as we try to wrap up. You said what, Shay?
Nothing, I'm okay.
Okay, quickly, let's move to our next, as we try to wrap up. Let's move to the National Division 1 that is supposed to commence on the 23rd of this month. And Shay, maybe you just give us a preamble of what we should expect, of course, in the next 2 weeks or so. And we'll see one of our best Division 1 teams coming out, trialing out, and see how they could they take out the stage, rather. So just give us a little of an insight of what we should expect, or how the organization is going through, or how the process. Thank you. I think that's the right word to use.
So for the past 2 years, we've not had Division 1. So the MBPF, we're trying to bring it back and to see teams relegate from the Premier League and promote the teams back to the Premier League. So that's presently we have Niger Mina for Savannah Conference. We have Akure, Ondo State for Atlantic Conference, and the arrival is going to be 21st of November, and the game starts on the 27th to the 29th of November in Akure and Mina, respectively. So in Mina, we have 13 teams, and in Akure, we have 14 teams as of this morning.
Okay. 14 teams in Akure.
We have 14 teams. I know we have teams from Port Harcourt, we have teams from Benin, we have 14 teams from Atlantic, and we have 13 teams from Savannah. That is what I can tell for now.
Okay.
So, and we have, everybody's going to be crowned in their centers, and one person will be promoted from Atlantic, one person from Savannah.
Okay. So which means you are saying now that this league now will have teams that have been relegated already this season.
Yeah, presently the MPPF actually sent a circular out that before now that teams that did not participate in the league should be hopeful that they will be relegated into the National Division 1.
Okay, that's teams like Delta Force and Police Batting and I think Oluwole Warriors.
Police Batting and Oluwole.
Automatically they've been relegated.
I cannot give you that fact. That is what he said before the final is that teams that did not participate in the league will be relegated to the National Division 1. So I don't know how they want to relegate 3 teams at once.
Yes, because it's 2 that's supposed to be relegated. Yeah. But if that's the case, but if yeah, hold on, Shay. But if that's the case, Shay, if 3 teams did the same offense, I think then is an open door. That is I think is a blessing in disguise for those one in D1. They'll promote 3 down to the league then, because they committed the same offense.
They might promote 3 teams.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They have to promote 3 teams. Okay, let me come to you, Mudiaga.
Promote 3 teams from.
Okay, let me come to you, Mudiaga. Mudiaga, you've won this National Division 1. And I know let me even start with your record. You carried a team that is Carmack from D2 to D1, from D1 to the league. You can tell us more experience. You can give us more insight on how the feelings that you have in the feelings that these players might have during playing that D1. I don't know if you can share some small insight for us.
Okay. Well, true. Just like anything, it's a tense condition for the teams I love. Especially when the qualification, step up tournament, so there's a lot of tension. It's not like you're in the league and you're not development.
Are you there, Mudiaga? Okay, go ahead.
They are hungry to shoot themselves. Yeah. I mean, like, it's highly competitive and very big. You have a lot of young players that they want to shoot themselves on the national stage and showcase their skills to the coaches and all these things like top and look. according which or the best for this division one set of players for the conference. It's tough, it's long and tough, and I hate it because one loss and all of a sudden you guys are
out. Yeah.
So it's a tough tournament.
Oh, okay, perfect. I think that's as we wrap up, Shay, because already my producer is telling me to leave the studio. As we try to wrap up, your last word, please. What are you telling the basketball fans? What are you telling the fans? And what are you telling us? Should we keep believing that yes, basketball will still come to the highest peak in Nigeria? I just want to get your your final word before we leave the studio.
Okay, I just want the fans and the supporters of Nigerian basketball to just pray and to support the Nigerian basketball brand. It is not always too late to bring something new. Always when you see something new, just believe in it, support it, and just let it fly. You can criticize it, you might say, this is late. No, just let us see what's the end.
Okay, good.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Moody, let me get your final word as we wrap up.
Okay, yeah, like I said, I think the NBA is moving. But we don't really need to find out for because it's still like important for people to schedule their time and travel. So let's know on time and make observations.
Okay. You are done? Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm done. Just let go.
You already have the date, You already have the date, too.
What is the date, please?
I have sent it to you now. It's ready.
Okay. That's for the D1, right?
For the Premier League.
For the Final Four. Are you there, Shay? Okay. I think we're out of time. Yeah. Okay, we're out of time now. As we try to wrap up, this concludes today's edition of the P&B Sports Show. We appreciate your time and attention as we examine the outcome of the Nigerian Basketball Premier League Final 8 outline expectation for the forthcoming Final Four and highlighted the significance of the National Division 1 season. Our sincere gratitude goes to our guest Adebowale Olisheyi, creative leads at the Nigerian Basketball Federation, for his comprehensive insight and professional perspective, and also Mudiaga Oyibo for his analysis. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time on the show. And that's the size of our show this morning. I'm Abel Sunday. You can connect with us in all social media platforms on YouTube and Facebook at Politics and Business TV.English, on IG at PNBTV_English, on X at PNBTV_ENG. I'm Abel Sunday, and from me and the entire team right here in Abuja, I say goodbye.